Good morning everybody, and today we find ourselves at a very familiar looking Perodua showroom once again. That's right, if you've been following us for a bit, you know that we were at this exact same showroom around Q3 last year to collect the then new Axia belonging to another colleague of mine, Zamil. Now, that right there is the biggest hint behind today's video, okay? So if you want the full technical rundown on what the Axia is like, the new Axia, or how it performs as a long-distance road trip partner, click on the links, yeah? They'll pop up eventually. It's not about that today. Today, we are here to collect another new Perodua belonging to another colleague of mine. Ladies and gents, meet CY and his brand new Axia. So, CY, before we begin, why don't you give our viewers at home a rundown of who you are and what you do at WapCar?
Sure. So I'm CY and I'm the English writer for WapCar, and I also have a column called Cult of Cars, and you can check out my Instagram at Hunter Sports Cars.
Yes, please do give him a follow. I promise you there are many interesting cars on that page. And okay, moving on. So the start of the show for today. This is the Axia AV variant, and CY has gone all in and opted for the range topper, right? So for those of you who are at home who are not too sure, the Axia range currently consists of the G, the X, the SE, and then there's this, the AV. So CY, what prompted you to pick the Axia, and is this a new car altogether, or are you trading up from something else?
Well, Greg, so I'm using this Axia as essentially a replacement to my Waja, which I call Misty. She has been serving my family for 20 years already. I thought like, okay, it's time for an upgrade already after 20 years. So yeah, this seems to be a good replacement, I guess.
So CY, from the get-go, right, when you're looking at getting a new car, what was on the shopping list? Did you zero in on the Axia already, or were you like, shortlisting other candidates?
Well, there were actually a few choices before I considered on the Axia. Well, I was thinking of getting a Toyota Yaris, but then my house we have a Toyota Vios, so right. I don't find that there's no point getting another similar Toyota even though that's a hatchback. Right. And like I said, my criteria is mainly I want to look for a car that's a hatchback or at least a compact.
Right.
So even though Proton has an Iris, I already own a Proton for like 20 years already in the family, so I guess it's time to move on instead of getting a Proton.
Try something different.
And I've never owned a Perodua before. In the end, like my shortlist is shortened down to either the Ativa or the brand new Axia, which at the time wasn't launched yet. But upon driving this for a brief while, I was like, yeah, we have a winner right here.
Okay. So then what was the winning factor? What clinched it? What did the Axia have that the rest didn't?
Well, I would probably say like the whole size, the whole compact size, and it being a city roundabout, it's going to be very useful for me if I travel around KL. Even though I'm like a guy who likes quirky JDMs, this is clearly not a quirky JDM, but it ticks most of the boxes since I'm going to be running this car for like years and years later on. So it being fuel efficient and very compact kind of seals the deal for me.
So for those of you who are not too sure on what the new Axia has or doesn't have, let's go for a quick walk around. So, very first thing, LED headlamps with auto high beam, right? And
yes.
if I'm not mistaken, this is the only variant to be equipped as such.
Correct. So yes, the price is a little touching, almost 50,000.
50 grand.
Yeah, but you get all this like comprehensive safety equipment, and plus I also added on like a couple of gear up accessories like a sun visor right here, a boot tray, and also the gear up carpets.
Correct. So carpets, visors, and boot trays.
Yes.
Right. As for the wheels, 14 inches. That's across the board, right? I think regardless of what variant you choose, you get 14 inches. Yeah.
Admittedly, it does look a bit kosong, so I'm going to probably replace them in the future with probably bigger tires even, because right now it's 14 inches. But who knows, down the line maybe upgrade to 15. And yeah, so but what
Stay tuned for that video.
Yeah, what really seals the deal for me for this Axia is the way it rides, the way it drives, because I was given a chance to drive it during the media preview a week before the launch itself. So my experience was like, wow, this is such an amazing car. Even though it's supposed to be an entry-level car, I guess it's like so comfortable and so refined. Or it's not super refined, but refined for a car.
Refined enough, like given what it is.
Given what it is, correct.
Yeah. And also, I guess it's also a major step up in terms of safety kit, like coming from what you had, which was a 20-year-old Waja.
Yes. My Waja doesn't even have airbags. But yes.
So there you go.
This has 6 airbags, and the car is a size like this. And anyway, safety features like those are something you cannot find in aftermarket. So it's
Correct.
best that you can get them from the factory if you can get.
Yeah, 4-star RCN NCAP rating.
Not perfect, not a full 5-star rating, but 4-star still good enough, I guess.
Consider upgrade lah, no Haja again.
Yes.
Alright, moving on to the next bit, another highlight of the Axia is the boot space, practicality. Let's take a look. The aforementioned boot tray, right? There we go. And the boot itself, on paper, 265 liters. May not sound much, depending on where you're coming from, but we took this up for the road trip video, and we managed to cram in 2 beach chairs, 1 camera trolley bag, which is huge by the way, and 5 backpacks. So yeah, the boot is no joke lah.
Yeah, so I can bring my friends over for like a short little vacation and they won't have any issues putting their stuff inside for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's go take a look at the interior.
Oh, smell that new car smell.
New car smell, intoxicating. Toxic being the right word. Anyway, okay, let's see what we have here. We've got tilt adjustment.
Yes. Yep. It's finally here. Finally in base
There we
Axia.
go.
You get it. This is like, I think, standard on the GTX, the SE, and of course
The AV. Godsend, definitely godsend. What else do we have on the AV? We've got a 7-inch digital cluster. We've got a 9-inch touchscreen display, very nice, and same leather seats, right? Which are wrapped up as it should be.
Correct. But once you unwrap them, these seats are actually very, very comfortable.
Yeah. I've had the chance to experience it again in the older videos, and it's very, very supportive. Okay, so now $1 million question, and you might have seen this coming from miles away, right? But why this and not the Myvi? And especially, with the AV variant, right? In terms of price, at least, it's in the firing range of the 1.3X. Kan? So why this over the Myvi?
Well, just to put it bluntly out there, okay, I've driven the Myvi when we had a preview for WapCar before. So the Myvi's comfort is just not so good. When compared to this, like seriously, you will sit in the Axia and you drive it back to back with the Myvi, you might experience that this is way more comfortable than the Myvi. And plus, I'm right now still single and probably going to be single for quite some time. So I don't really need that much space. So the Axia is just a perfect fit for me.
Right.
And
nothing more, nothing less, right?
Yeah. And plus, as obviously as you grow older, you want to prioritize comfort more than space, and this is way more comfortable.
True that.
Until maybe the next Myvi comes in.
Until the next one, and then different video, maybe another collection video. Alright, and on that note, I think CY here is more than ready to hit the road with the new Axia. Let's go see how she performs. Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe, hit that bell icon. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.